All right. Last where we left off, the Meddlers of Mischief. You all, after a great battle between a giant insect queen, decide to rest and prepare for the the final burial chamber beneath your keep, the fire trial. You, Mason and Galford, were able to procure some questionable elixirs from Bubba Joe from his snake oil wagon. But after some tests Mason has conducted, he determined that they are indeed what they are intended to do. However, they do have a side effect which slows your movement speed a little bit. You all descended down into the tomb and found yourself inside what seems to be a natural volcanic cavern. Stig was able to dig his way down to the next level, but doing so caused a attack of elemental beings against the party. You were all able to dispatch them quickly. Also, upon discovering that normal frost spells are ineffective in this chamber, similar to when the fire spells were ineffective to the ice chamber. You encountered some magmen, some childlike fire entities. After playing with them, trying to get them out of your way, they got agitated and attacked. You quickly dispatched them and put two to sleep, allowing you to quickly move on. And that is where we are picking up. So, you guys are making your way down this chamber with a river lava to your side. Caradwin, really quick, give me an Arcana check. While you notice that normal frost spells and Gallifrey's frozen rapier magic seems to be ineffective in here, you notice that the great axe Sonia is carrying seems to be able to resist the effects of this tomb.
Um, I'll let Sonya know that then that her weapon seems to be functioning normally. Does anybody else have any frost weapons by chance?
I don't think
Well,
so.
mine didn't work, so
Okay. That's what I would have been curious about. But yeah, if yours didn't work but hers does, then I would assume it has something to do with the it being a relic from these chambers and these heroes.
it makes me wonder what was used to craft it. I mean, this came from that powerful white dragon.
Yeah.
Actually, we fought so many more things that that dragon didn't seem as scary thinking about it now compared to all the other stuff we faced. Any thoughts what we might run into down here?
Maybe more of those creatures we just fought, but
Stop right there. As you guys are rounding this corner, the magma begins to bubble and churn. And serpent-like creatures begin to slither their way out and attack. We are going to roll initiative. Move that one right here. All right. Stig, this snake-like creature is going to slither up to you and attack you.
Right.
Okay, 17 is a miss.
Alright, and it's going to try... Oop, wrong creature. And it's going to try to then hit you with its tail. 20.
That'll hit.
2 bludgeoning and 2 fire damage.
I'm resisting fire because of my potion. So that'll be 2 bludgeoning and 1 fire.
Okay. Caradwin.
Seeing these guys pop out, I will just cast a... because I'm not sure how strong they are. Yet, I'll just cast a cantrip, a chill touch at... well, actually the one closest to the griffin here.
Okay.
Try to get them off of us. I'm hoping a 22 will hit.
A 22 will hit.
Right, I rolled bad for damage, but...
Alright, you take a chunk out of it by draining its life force with your raven hand or shadowy raven. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be everything I do.
Okay. This one's gonna come up here. It's going to attack the griffin. A 13 versus the griffin.
That hits.
5 piercing, 6 fire. And here comes the tail. An 11.
That will miss.
All right. Galliford, the snake right next to you is going to attack you. 10. And
I
then,
dodge, duck, and weave.
okay. It is Sonia's turn.
Sonya is going to swing her new weapon at this thing. Ooh.
It slithers away from the icy axe.
That is her turn.
It is the Excalibur.
Excalibur is going to peck and claw at the one that Carrot Wind blasted, which I think was this one.
Okay. A 23 hits. Is this? These attacks are these attacks considered magical?
I think last time you were determining that they were not.
Okay. So it's gonna resist that. Hold on. Yes. 5. And since you attacked it with a melee attack, you are going to take 1 point of fire damage. And a 14 does hit. Six. 2 points of fire damage.
Okay, and that's Excalibur's turn.
All right, Stig.
I'm going to retaliate against this. Oh, Black Marrow.
Yeah,
A 24.
Yeah, that's a hit.
14 slashing.
And you're carrying a magical weapon, so yep. And you're gonna take some damage. 3 fire, so reduced to 1. And the snake is still alive.
I'm going to second attack, Black Marrow.
Hit.
We know that hit. 9 slashing.
Take another 1 point of fire.
Right, my turn is. Yeah.
All right, Mason, the snake right next to you is going to attack you. For 6. A 14.
Yeah, it's a miss on both.
Okie dokie. Galliford.
Going to stab at this guy.
Is a hit. It's still alive, but hold on, you're going to take some damage. 3 points of fire, but you resist.
reduce that to 1, and here's my second attack. And as a bonus action, I'm going to Healing Word Excalibur.
Okay. You take another point of fire damage.
Okay. Excalibur will recover 10. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Caradwin, the snake that you attacked is going to try to attack you. For 22.
Yeah, that'll get me.
3 piercing, 6 fire. And an 11.
The 11 will just hit. I will cast shield on that.
Oh, you don't have mage armor?
No, I did not cast it at the beginning of the day, and I forgot to do that earlier when we started.
Okay. Mason, it is your turn.
Poke will stab at the one next to me.
Uh, 17 is a hit. And you will take 1 point of fire damage.
Can't the ward will take that damage? Is it still alive?
It's dead. It's dead. Yeah.
I will stab to the one on the right.
Okay. Hit. That's 25.
Yar, it's like going fishing in the ocean, except it's all melted rock instead of water. Yar.
All right. You're gonna take 2 points of fire damage.
The ward takes damage first, so it's going to take all the 5, but yeah.
Well, you resisted, don't you?
The ward comes before resistances. You have to get through the ward, then I start resisting.
Oh, okay.
The ward is like a wall that you have to break down before you even touch me.
Okay. I wasn't sure, so. Is that your turn, Mason?
Yep.
Alright. Dead. Caradwin. There seems to be one snake alive.
Same thing, I'll just shoot it with a cantrip and call it a day.
Yeah.
That's better damage.
And since...
But that's all I'll do.
Yep.
I guess we'll need to keep an eye on the lava then.
Alright. It seems the battle has quieted down.
Now I will cast Mage Armor before I forget again.
Caradwin, do you like being in the very back, or do you want me to bring up the rear?
I feel pretty comfortable in the back, just so I can react to things, but it's up to you.
Essentially, do you want me to walk in front of you or behind you?
I would say in front, because I feel pretty confident with the Griffin as helping me out.
All right. I just wanted it to be your choice if something sneaks up and attacks us from the back.
That's fair.
Looks like we've got a jump ahead of us.
How far does it look?
Maybe
So-
5-10 feet.
Well, we all have sticky ropes. If you want to slap one to the ceiling and swing across.
I completely forgot about the sticky ropes. But is that what we're seeing, DM?
What?
This
We
gap?
came to our
Yes.
path ended.
That is a gap.
Is there a place for us to slap one of our sticky ropes to a wall or ceiling and swing across?
How much feet of sticky rope do you have?
Character sheet, but I do have 50 feet of silk rope and a grappling hook.
It says rope of sticky entanglement, so I think there's a magic item like that.
A rope of entanglement. I think it's just a. I think it's just like a regular 50-foot rope, only magical.
Rope of sticky entanglement. Let's see what this says. 30 feet long.
That's enough. I mean, there are stalactites on the ceiling, so you could definitely jump across and use that if you wish.
I mean, it's only about 10 feet, yes?
It's about a 5-foot space. You can step here and be fine. You're just like around the edge.
I think I can just jump. 5 feet's not much.
I think everybody should be able to clear a 5-foot jump.
Yeah, I believe everybody can
With
if they have
a running start, yeah. With a running start, you can jump your strength score, I think. Mason's just gonna run to the front and like, yeah.
Go for it, Mason.
All right.
I'm gonna jump it if I'm allowed to jump it.
All right. Yeah, you can jump it. I'm nothing stopping you. But when you jump, you hit a stalactite and fall in the lava. No, I'm joking.
Dig will just follow.
No, you land safely, Mason.
Dig will just follow.
Gallenford will use the running start to make the jump.
I'll just be kind of off to this side to like help catch people if I don't think they're gonna make it.
When Stig and Gallenford get there, you see the magma beneath you roil and bubble. Two more snakes pop out. But over here, a larger creature emerges. And again, we're going to roll initiative. Oh, wait, what am I doing? right, Stig.
Well, I know that this snake, from experience, it will burn us. So I would like to shove it 5 feet away from me first.
Okay. This is still an attack action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why'd it go twice?
Because it wasn't showing up.
Oh, okay, so 13. I beat it. So you kind of pick it up and trying to chuck it. You are still going to take damage because you are touching the snake. You're going to take 1 point of fire damage, but it wriggles free and it dives back into the magma.
But it's still there.
It's still there, yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna kill this.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Or 9 slashing.
It's still alive, but you are going to take 3 points of fire damage.
Okay. Turn done.
Mason, the fire snake next to you is going to attack you. For 20.
20 will hit.
4 piercing, 1 fire. And a tail. 13.
13's a miss.
Okay. Galliford.
I'm gonna stab at the one that Stig tried to toss.
Yeah.
Guess he's dead.
He's dead, but you are going to take some damage. Um, 2 points.
Okay, and then I'll take 1 step closer to Mason and stab at that one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move over here to Stig. That way he can go front and center with the big guy.
All right. You take another point of fire damage.
I'm double checking my movement since I know I'm slowed by. It was 10 feet, right?
Yes, it's like you've been affected by a ray of frost.
Okay, so that basically be my normal speed since that was 40 feet. So 5, 10, 15. Okay, I can still get to where I was going.
All right. Caradwin.
We'll keep it simple since there's not a lot of these. I'll focus fire on the big one and cast a soul touch at him.
Okay. 28 will hit.
And then that'll be all I do. I'm just going to hang out on the griffin and hope to be safe back here.
All right. This snake is dead. It is Excalibur's turn.
Excalibur will just move directly behind Sonya, but will hold its ground there, carrying Caradwin.
Okay. Just so you're aware, the Excalibur is squeezing if he's not trying to step into the lava.
Yeah, I know. That's
Okay.
why I haven't tried to do anything crazy.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
That is the end of his turn, though.
All right. Let's. Oh, not one. Check. Oh. It's gonna go there, and it's gonna try to stab at you, Stig, with its spear. For 24.
24 hits.
All right, Mason.
We'll stab the one next to me.
Yeah, that's a hit. Um. No, God damn it. Okay, it's dead. I can't put the mark on it. It's.
I'll go stab this one.
Oh, 1 second. Here's the heated body. You're gonna take 2 points of, or 5.
You just tell me how much it does, and I'll do the calculations, okay?
Okay. It does 250.
Okay, 250 minus the war, cut in half, resist, 3 damage.
That sounds about right. But a 29 does hit. That's 27. Oh, wrong ones. Those are both dead. Oh, I rolled 4 points of fire damage.
That is my turn.
All right, Sonia.
Sonya's gonna step to there, and she's gonna toll the dead on this guy.
Oh, Toll the Dead. Wisdom save. 11.
Did it roll damage?
No, it didn't. I just realized that. Oh, I'm about to check it real quick.
Did you use it from the spell slot, or is there an attack button?
I hit the button. It's 3d12. Let me try, see if it works this time. There it goes.
Okay. So it takes the 25 because it took damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. It is not looking well, guys.
And that is her turn.
All right, Stig.
Alright, I'm gonna take out this guy. Black Marrow Fly True. A 22.
Hit.
14, second attack. 16.
Hold on. A 16 will hit. It is still alive, but barely. Oh, wrong one.
I'm gonna do my backhand.
Okay. Yeah.
For a crit. And that is 16.
You just knock his head free from his body with that backhand.
Maybe snap his neck. Vicious uppercut. Oh, you guys think that was it?
No.
Thinking there might be a bigger one than that.
Yeah.
And we do know that they tend to go in these pools here. Given that there's another one up ahead, do we maybe want to see if we can...
You don't see that.
Oh, we don't see it. Okay, so never mind.
Yeah.
So the light gray or the light brownish stuff is like wall, but it.
Oh, okay, this is tunnel. Sorry.
Yeah, we're walking along the dark brown and the lava. The rest should be essentially vision blocking.
Gotcha.
Should be vision blocking. Man, just think, all this was right under our fortress.
Well, it does take us like a day to get over here. It's a bit of a walk to get to that temple that we found all these stuff in, so it's not directly under our hideout.
Did this passage look natural, or was it shaped?
You can give me a nature check. This does seem to be a natural like cavern. However, you do know that perhaps magic was heavily used in the creation of this.
Guys, this looks natural, but I think magic was heavily used in the creation of this.
Magic influenced the natural cave formation to form. I've heard of weirder.
I think we've seen weirder.
Wonder if it connects to all those passages where we fought the vampire bear.
Don't remind me about the vampire bear.
Was there lava with the vampire bear or just tunnels?
There were a bunch of tunnels.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, it led in the direction of our base once we traveled far enough.
Well, at least there's more floor here. That's nice.
It looks like this is a dead end, but there's a passage Over yonder, gotta make another leap though.
Are there any loose rocks around here?
Like pebble size, or
Skipping stones?
you can find some skipping stone rocks if.
I just wanna. So I just wanna pick up some rocks and throw them into this lava pit or skip them up. And like, okay, anything in there, come out.
Okay. You know what? Give me a dexterity sleight of hand check, because you're trying to skip stone on magma, and you've never done it before, even being a fire genasi. Yeah, oh, Jesus, yeah. Being a fire genasi, you got the wrist movement just right. But yeah, God, with that crit, holy crap. You know what? Screw it. The fire elemental appears out and attacks.
Oh yeah, I made it angry, guys. I made the lake angry.
What's the quote? Don't disturb the water.
Stig. Mason disturbed the water and it got angry and it's attacking you.
I guess I will step forward and I will. I guess I'll ready my action to attack him when he gets in range.
Okay. Galliford.
The flame is nothing compared to the mighty Stig. I'm gonna shout at the elemental as I viciously mock it.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
What else does Vicious Mockery do?
It has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. Sonia.
Sonya's just gonna be like, yeah, what he said, and toll the bell on it.
Okay.
Toll the dead, sorry.
For whom the bell tolls.
For whom the death tolls, I mean bell.
Weird, I don't know why it's not showing the damage on the first roll.
Maybe I think Told the Dead has like 2 damages. Maybe they're like crammed into one or something.
I don't know. It rolled them both last time. Well, are you what button are you using?
Oh, she's got 2 of them listed on here. Okay, hold on one sec.
Yeah, Told the Dead does
Here it is.
X damage with
Okay.
when they're at full health, and X damage when they're less than full health.
All right. It took some damage.
I believe since it's still at full health, it will take the 18.
It was not at full health.
Vicious Mockery.
All right, it will take the 17.
And then Sonya's gonna move behind the guys. And that's her turn.
Alright. It's the fire elemental's turn. Go ahead and attack Stig, since you have a prepared action.
A 25.
Hit.
10 slashing.
Alright. It's going to... It's going to enter Galliford's and Mason's space as well. Because it has fire form. So a creature that touches or hits the elemental. So, Stig, you're going to take 10 fire. The first time he enters the space on a turn, the creature... So, Galliford and Mason will take 4 fire damage. And you guys are on fire.
So I'll just ask you. The ward took all that damage, so am I on fire? Or am I not because it never hit me? I don't know if that's a homebrew that we have in Ken's game or if that's actual raw about the ward. Jay, can you confirm?
The ward is like considered its own entity. Basically, if you if the ward soaks the damage and you're not touched, you don't have to make concentration checks.
So in this case, the ward is on fire?
Here's my question: Is the ward gone?
No,
Okay.
It's still got like 7 hit points.
So
The way I would probably play it is that you are on fire. It's just every time the fire damage takes effect, your ward still soaks it.
yes, that's what I was gonna.
Okay.
Say. All right.
You're wearing one of those like fire resistant suits that stuntmen wear.
Stig is going to try to touch you. Why couldn't they come up with better names for these attacks? I'm going to touch you, Stig.
How would you put it?
I don't know, but 23, Stig.
That hit.
12 fire. And you are on fire. It's going to try to touch you again. 16.
That is a miss.
Alright. That is his turn. Caradwin, you see 3 of your allies engulfed in flames.
I should still have line of sight to him.
Yeah, you can see him.
So I will... Let's see. Is this a... No, if I did that, that would hit Stig. Yeah, I will do Scorching Ray, but I'll adjust the damage to lightning damage.
Okay.
And I will cast 3 of those at him, at the fire elemental.
Okay.
So, first one.
Hit.
Ooh, second one.
The second one will miss.
Third one.
Hit.
Oh man, I did 15 damage. I guess that's all right.
It is still alive, but it's not as strong as it used to be.
All right, and I will remain on the griffin.
All right, Excalibur.
Excalibur is going to keep its distance as it just sees flames walking and does not want to touch it. So he's holding his ground, and that's his turn.
So he's taking the dodge action.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the dodge action.
All right, Mason. You. I said D.
Burn me.
Yep,
Burn me.
I'm double checking. It's a D10. Nine points of fire damage.
Okay, let's stab it a couple times.
Hit. 23. Okay, it's still alive. A 13 is the magic number. 16.
Okay, you want to burn me twice?
Oh, that's right. The creature touches. 1d10, so. Here's the first one. 4, and here's the second one. Five.
Okay,
Is that your turn?
that's my turn.
Alright. I didn't know if you were going to stay in it, but... Stig, you are on fire. You take 9 points of fire damage.
Get tired of being set on fire. So I'm just going to attack him.
Okay.
I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to take 5 feet, step 5 feet backwards.
Okay, yep, he's going to try to attack you. 19?
That it.
Another 9.
And then I'm going to just assault him. And I'm going to do it recklessly.
Okay.
A crit
Yep.
for 25.
It's gone.
Cool.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Gallenford, the fire elemental's
Oh.
gone. Oh, go ahead.
No.
You three are still on fire, so that we're...
I'll action surge to put myself out.
Okay, so you put yourself out. So Gallenford, it is your turn.
I'm taking it at the start,
Yes.
and then I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll.
Okay. Here, Mason. Another 3.
I would like to say that Carradine could run up and put somebody out.
Oh, that's right. I forget. Wait, hold on. I actually skipped Sonia, so... Sonia!
Sonya will put Mason out.
Alright. But he's already on fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's like, I don't know when you're out.
That is kind of funny.
I'm like a trick candle. She puts me out, and I just.
Okay, but she puts out the hostile fire.
She's like, stop it, stop it, stop it, I'm fine, stop.
And it seems like the danger has passed.
Stig, you're looking kind of burnt. You want a top up of some HP?
Yeah, probably for the best.
The next lava pool could be the big boss. Let me see. Am I capable of? Okay, we'll throw some stuff at you here.
Speaking of the big boss, do we have, or what weapons does everybody have? Like, what damage type do they do?
I have
Piercing and lightning.
I've got slashing, a little bit of bludgeoning. My knife does piercing, and then I've got necrotic, psychic, and lightning and acid spells.
Okay. Then I might try that spell again that we did on the last boss, but with lightning, to make it maybe a little weaker to it, so we can deal some more damage. This is a preparatory thing for the next room.
If you want, for getting across this passage, Excalibur can help ferry people across real quick.
I'm good. And Stig is just going to jump it. Is here safe?
Hold on, give me. If you're gonna land there, you're gonna have to give me a dexterity saving throw, because that's like right on the edge.
If I land there?
I'm just double checking. Land there will be fine.
So Stig is going to use his jump power. His leap.
So this looks like 10 to 15 foot jump.
So here it says I can long jump of 16 feet. Yeah, I can jump 16 feet, and I can go another 25.
If you jump here,
Thanks to my...
That's awesome.
yeah, Stig, you're fine.
So it does say you choose one of these at a short rest.
Yep. My default is jump.
Okay.
So I could do that. I could have done that from a standing jump. I do the Morpheus free your mind.
So exactly how far do you need to jump to get over there safely?
Safely without making a dex, 20 feet.
So 15 with a dex or 20 for a safe?
Yes.
I can jump 19.
Can I be ready to catch?
I will allow that. I will if you can make it past 15 feet, I will say you can land safely.
Okay.
Can't we just let the Griffin take us back and forth?
Excalibur is going to take everyone else who doesn't want to make the jump.
Mason's gonna look at Carradine and be like, "Free your mind," and then run and jump across.
Just don't Neo
I guess
this.
if anybody's gonna jump, it might as well be the one on fire.
So once there's space, Excalibur will take Sonya over, then Galliford, and then we'll cross over with Caradwin.
Okay. To speed this along real quick, you guys safely jump across and continue on your way.
We're in a wall!
But you do eventually. Where? Copy. Make your way. You continue further down. There are no more smaller chambers. But you do eventually come to an end to a small. You see a small opening, and when you enter in,
I spy with my little eye something red. Something that starts with L.
shoot. What the hell?
Which path do you? Okay, the left path.
Yeah, you're over here.
Does anybody else see a face in that lava fall?
Yeah, it looks like a giant ooze or something.
Caradwin, can you grab your token, or I accidentally put you?
I don't know where I'm at.
You're. Hold
I
on.
can't grab my token.
Hold on. I'm trying to get Caradwin real quick because she accidentally is on the other side.
You didn't
So
delete
what?
yourself, did you?
No, she's over here. She's off the
I
edge.
haven't touched anything.
Edwin's still stuck in the wall.
Hold on. Okay,
Broke reality.
I think I know how to fix this. Give me one.
Edwin, come back.
Nope, that did not fix it.
Picturing like the poltergeist stuck in the TV.
God damn it.
I'm picturing that game glitch where your person gets stuck in the wall and he's just like.
Okay, hold on. Nobody click anything. Nobody do anything. I might be able to fix this. Okay. Paste. There we are. And you guys are over here. You guys are in a what seems to be a massive magma chamber. You see off in the far distance, you see a water a lava fall, if you will, flowing and filling up this entire chamber and leading it down. In the center, you do see what seems to be a stone sarcophagus. And the magma seems to be leaving it untouched.
Mason leans over to stick. You think it's a giant lava serpent?
Based on the evidence, it feels like it's going to be something along those lines.
Well, this feels a lot like the storm environment, except hot rather than wet.
Now, when you think about it, all the bosses we've fought have been long, stringy things.
Everything is
Not really
evolving into
a fan
crabs.
of barely any ground.
So, how do you think we'll be able? We're going to get to that coffin.
Well, I know a guy who can jump really far.
This is literally just a game of the floor is lava.
I'm gonna hop onto Excalibur and scooch Caradwin to like right behind me, and just be like, Excalibur up.
I would say this chamber is that probably about, I would say 50 feet high.
Excalibur is gonna go 30 feet up.
Well, I can get over there if we wanna if you want me to check the sarcophagus and trigger the boss room.
How do you know this is the boss room?
Because there's a sarcophagus. Every time we found a sarcophagus, we touch it and a big monster appears. This is not our first elemental challenge room.
As you speak to the disembodied voice up.
God, we know how you work.
A lava chicken.
Well, I'm gonna at least move around the outside and try and keep us scattered a little bit. Otherwise, a single fireball could just wipe us out.
A good idea.
So Mason's gonna start making his way to the lava waterfall because that's like a constant explosion, and cool guys don't look at explosions.
I assume there's no other path out of here.
No.
Mason, check behind the lava fall for treasure.
I'll do what I can.
I'm gonna.
If there's a way for me to look behind that waterfall, I will check for it.
You look and you don't think there's a way to check behind the waterfall safely.
Darn. Okay.
Can't release the boss monster early. Sorry, Mason.
Should I do like a Ramir? Just keep recharging the ward and like poke my head in, poke it out.
Depends on how much damage that lava will do.
Yeah.
I don't think we've stepped in the lava yet.
No, you have not.
Gallenford, were you planning on doing something with Excalibur?
I was mainly not liking the fact that there was no ground to run on. Caradwin, hold on. We're gonna go see if moving closer to that caskets will trigger something.
Is Caradwin on the Excalibur with you?
When I worded it, I assumed she never got off. Gallifrey just jumped on and took the reins.
All right. How high are you?
30 feet.
Okay, that's close enough. Magma begins to swarm, kind of pull up and engulf the sarcophagus. Then you see a large form begin to rise up, emitting a more intense radial heat.
What the damn hell?
It is. You are with. It is about 20 feet tall. And we are going to roll initiative as it roars in your face. And I'm.
Bam.
All right.
Oh, did I already kill it?
No. Okay, I have advantage. This is a this is a spell and other magical effects. So yes. 10. However, is going to use a legendary resistance and choose to succeed instead.
All right, so it's only going to take 42 lightning damage. Take that. Turn finished.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action to use this. Each creature that's in contact with metal objects, which is everybody. You're gonna take 2d8 fire damage. 10 points of fire damage. And you're all resistant to fire damage, so you don't need to make the con save.
What about Gallenberg?
Oh, except for Excalibur?
Excalibur.
No, I like Gallenberg now.
Gallenberg.
Excalibur's not wearing any metal though.
Not the buckles and everything on his saddle? And
What about your boots?
It says each creature in physical contact with metal takes fire damage. Period.
yeah.
Each creature in the area that isn't resistant or immune to fire damage makes a saving throw or gain a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, so Excalibur may not take the fire damage, but it still has to make the Constitution saving throw.
So Excalibur gains a level of exhaustion.
Hooray for Bubba Joe's questionable potions.
Alright, it is now the Magma Beast's turn.
I just wish the Goblin Tacos also had benefits.
Gallenford, Excalibur, and Caradwin, you're within 10 feet of this because you said you're only flying 30 feet. He has a fire aura. Each creature that starts at the start of each of the Magma Beast's turn, each creature within 10 feet takes 5d6 fire damage. $22. Now is going to make a slam attack against Gallenford. For 31.
Damn.
And a slam attack against Caradwin. For 26.
Yep.
Alright. Mason.
I'm gonna shoot it with the Jormungandr's breath.
Alright. I still failed. However, it's going to use another legendary resistance to succeed instead.
And I think that's 46 points of damage.
46.
92 halved is
And yeah, it's just gonna disengage going in that direction.
Yep.
All right, Mason. You're gonna. So you're on fire. You're gonna take 3d6.
I guess, let's see.
That's 6 fire damage.
There's a spell I want to use, but I can't remember which one it is. I think it's this one. Tasha's mind whip.
Okay. What does that do?
You make an intelligence save, take damage, and if you fail, you can't take reactions, and you can only make one attack.
Okay.
No, it's you get a move action or bonus action, but you only get one of those.
Okay. Oh. 18.
Okay.
Do I still take damage or?
I think you take half damage. Okay, take that damage.
Or not silent. Oh, that I forgot. That's what I was calling it. The psychic glance.
Okay.
take damage.
And
Sick. Awesome. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, you've got 4 charges and they recharge 1d4 every day.
Okay.
all right. It is Sonia's turn.
Sonya is going to move a little bit closer towards Stig. Oh, crap. Sorry, I need to do the math for the damage on her too. But she's going to move closer to Stig, and then she's going to do Mass Cure Wounds. My apologies, juggling
No, you're fine.
sheets.
She said she's gonna be probably be on around 10:30 ish. She's running later than what she hoped for.
She better hurry if she wants to see us all die.
And that would be her turn since that's an action.
What's the range on 60 feet?
Yeah. I was already trying to check to see if I could get Mason, but I could get everybody else.
Okay. Remember, you guys are also 45 feet up in the air, but so I don't know math. Everybody get their hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Sonia's turn?
Yes.
Okay. Stig.
I guess Stig will just run.
Do you have your returning knife?
Yeah. But that, I don't know how, I don't think it's that. It's 60.
And it's going to attack Excalibur.
Ooh, 16 points of lightning damage. And I'll move to there.
Okay. It's Excalibur's turn.
Excalibur is going to disengage away from this creature. And that's its turn.
Okay. Galliford.
Galliford is... There's not a lot I can do to this thing. I'm going to attempt Psionic Piercer again. I can't remember. Is drinking a potion a bonus action now or still an action?
I do believe we changed it. I think
November 1st, 2024. Drinking a potion is a bonus action.
do you have that noted down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I am going to drink this.
All right. I need a Constitution saving throw as you drink poison. No, I'm joking.
You scared me there. Oh, that's my turn. Hi, Sonya.
All right. Caradwin.
I will do another 5th level lightning bolt, but I'm going to use my little dude here and use one of my charges to cast through him. So the lightning bolt will spring up from below the magma monster through him.
Okay.
And I'll do it at 5th level again for that extra damage. Another 36 damage. Please, for the love of God, fail this.
Jeez.
How? How do you crit every dexterity save? No, this isn't acceptable. Shit. Okay, yeah, that's oh. By the way, that con save for me was for the
Invisibility.
invisibility. Yeah, my concentration.
Yeah, you don't have to make the save, Sonya, because you're resistant to fire damage right now.
But you're physically in contact with metal though, so you do take 2d8 fire damage. It is your turn, Sonia, and you did use Motor's breath on it earlier.
I'm gonna cast Destructive Wave at it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my what's it called? My Channel Divinity to do max damage.
Okay.
If it hits him, or if he doesn't save. Yeah, just take half of max, but still take max.
What's
Well, half of
max?
max. Let's see. It's 5d6, so 6,
30.
30.
So
So half
15.
that 15. And same for the radiant, so it'd be another 15.
So
30
so
total.
total of 30.
Yeah.
All right. It's half dead.
And I will do. There you go, little buddy.
Thanks, big bro.
Now I'm just going to sit down and die.
Yeah, I
That
think
is-
that's just how it's gonna be.
That is my turn.
All right. Sonia, you are in its aura. So you're gonna take /5d6. You're gonna take 20 points of fire damage. But you're resistant, so and then it's going to make a slam attack against you. For a crit fail. And a 29.
So it'll hit him and deal the regular, like, piercing damage and then 2d lightning, and then because it's a lightning bolt throw, it does additional lightning.
So how much damage do I take?
You need a dexterity save.
Range.
Ah, I was muted. You said you used all of its legendary resistance?
Yes.
Sick. I'm going to try to disintegrate it.
Alright.
Now, even with advantage, the chances are that you roll a 17 or higher is low because you get a +0.
Yep.
You rolled 69 damage, it's gonna fail.
Yes! Okay, 69 was too good of a number to fail on, so I appreciate that. I do.
It's still alive, but it's very angry. It is looking at you, Gallenford.
That's all I got.
Sonia.
Mass cure wounds at the where Stig is, so that everyone from that point gets healed.
Okay. So just Stig and Mason.
Mm-hmm. And she'll stay where she is for now. That's the end of her turn.
All right. Stig.
All right, I'm going to rage, and I'm going to attack this thing. Black Marrow, fly true. I'm probably going to have to recklessly attack it.
That's
A 26.
Hit.
10 slashing. Second attack. Same thing.
Yep. Oh, I keep forgetting. You're attacking it with a melee attack. So you roll it. You hit it twice, or roll 10d6.
I assume that's fire damage.
That's all fire damage.
Okay, I did hit it twice.
Yeah, that was both. That was both.
It does 5d6 per hit.
Okay. Don't think I can do anything else.
All right. It's turn. Stig and Mason, you're gonna take 5d6 fire damage. Take the fire damage. There's no save or whatnot.
Yeah, we're probably on fire now, burning.
We
We're
had
all
a moment.
together. We're the last on the Titanic. We're going down.
The 22 will hit. That's 24.
Instead of like the violinist, we're singing like war stories and soldier songs.
Another 14.
It's very inappropriate.
Fat bottom girls, you make this rockin' world go round.
Is that
Very, very awkward songs.
Is that
Yeah,
your-
that's it.
all right?
I like big guns, and I cannot.
It's going to. It's going to look at Gallenford. And combust you.
Does my mirror image work with this?
Oh,
or no?
wait. Hold on. You're out of range. So it's going to look at you, Mason, and set you on fire. What's going you?
Fourth level lightning bolt. Since I don't have any 5th or 6th level spells anymore. I just need to change the damage by a dice. Okay. Cool. Ah. Huzzah.
Is the 32 the entire damage?
Yeah, that's everything.
It's barely alive.
Oh no. Stig! Rip its head off! That's my whole turn.
Sonia.
Okay, so go 5, 10, 15. See how away. 8. I can't reach you. gonna cast harm at the fire elemental.
Okay. Con save.
DC
29.
17, and it takes it, so it'll just take half.
What's half?
Half of 35.
That's
17.
Sonia. Describe how
Oh my
you
goodness.
kill this beast.
So Sonia's trying to get to Mason, and she's just screaming, and then she just feels like, I guess she feels like the spirit of her god is like within her as she's just screaming, and green ugly magic just takes over the elemental, and it starts just deteriorating it from the inside out.
Okay. So you see, you guys, the Sonia channeling her god and just doing what she described to the beast. The beast disintegrates, and the floor begins to cool and harden. Sonia, is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't. That was a spell, so I can't do anything else.
All right, Stig.
I will sit down and give Mason another potion of healing.
All right, Mason, you are back up. And right there, after an intense and fiery battle, we are going to take our quick 5-minute break. Everybody is now back. So the magma has cooled, and you can walk on the surface. The sarcophagus is now standing where the beast once was.
Is its head still there?
I will. Sonia, is his head still there, or is it like you disintegrated it basically from the inside out?
Yeah, there's not much of it left, if anything at all.
Mason will go kick this coffin open.
All right, you frustratingly shove the lid off, and inside you see a warrior wearing magnificent armor. You see a long sword that seems to be made out of pure ruby, the blade. What seems to be a staff, and what seems to be a dagger.
Bundle it all into a bag and let's go home. Get out of this. Well, I guess we got that stupid secret passage. You think that's gonna be like Rainbow or Darkness Elemental? Or Void? Is it still like uncomfortably hot in here? Or is it starting to cool down?
It's cooled down. I mean, it seems like the magma beast was the source of everything in here.
Okay, if it's starting to cool down, I vote for a short rest. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I
that
definitely
sounds like a
need
good
it.
idea, and I will actually help boost the rest with a little background music. Where's my Song of Rest? But oh, so take an extra 9 with whatever it's rolled.
Okay. As you guys, what are you doing as you're sitting here and healing and looking over these items?
Well, I'm not sure if Mason can, if I can identify and rest at the same time, I'll do that. But I'm going to prioritize rest.
I would say if you're ritually casting it, I would say yes, because you're just you're taking your time as you're bandaging your wounds. A short rest is a period of an hour or more. So, and a ritual cast I think is like 10 minutes. So, but which item are you, Mason, doing?
So there was armor, sword, staff, and knife.
Yes.
I'll do the armor and the knife if Carradine wants to do the staff and the sword.
Yeah, I'll do those.
Okay. I this does have a better name than chain. But here is the armor, which is called chain for now.
Oh, it's not flame metal armor?
It's flame metal chain. Here is the sword. Here is the staff. Where did my... Where does the staff go? Oh. And here is the blade, the dagger. It should be in everybody's journal so you can all look at it.
I do not see the chain armor in the list. I closed it and I can't find it to look at it again.
It's not... where? It has the picture of the flame metal armor on it from Valheim.
It's at the very top. It's just chain.
Oh, I see. It's not in the magic item list.
Yeah, I forgot to put it in the magic item list. The blade, the dagger is in the magic item list. Everything else is not yet. I gotta transfer it over.
That chain seems like it's made for you, Mason.
Yeah, but I'd probably have to give up my mithril chain. So I'd be trading resistant to bludgeoning, resistant to the regular damages for +3 armor, which I guess wouldn't be bad. I also don't know how that affects my. Well, I don't know how that would affect my artificer armor. So I guess we'll do a magic item roulette.
As much as I'd like Surtur, I think I would do more damage to the party than.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You don't want to use Ragnarok?
No, we'll use Ragnarok, but let's give it to Morgan. We can use him as as our own mini nuke.
I actually love that idea.
But that would permanent death kill Morgan.
No, we just summon him again.
Only a wish spell or divine intervention can bring back the dead from that effect.
All right, Caradrin, just get a new familiar.
Honestly, Morgan's been talking back, so maybe they should be careful.
Is that why Morgan hasn't been around for a while?
That and I haven't wanted to deal with another thing on the screen. I probably should bring Morgan back so they know that I'm a tiefling now.
Oh. I think the only one who would really use a staff would be you, Caradwin.
I wouldn't mind taking the staff if nobody else wants it. It would give me some free spells to cast, and it would give me a big AoE damage like the other everybody else seems to have.
I think class-wise, only you or Mason could use it as wizards, but Mason's already got a collection of stuff he uses.
What do I have then that I could get as far as attunement? I actually only have 2 attunements, so I could attune to this.
Caradrin, just attune to Surtur just so you can have a 25 strength.
Does it give me a 25 strength?
Your strength score increases to 25.
Oh my god. Well, that's tempting.
I was tempted to do that as well until I saw the explosions.
Yeah, Keratin, just carry it around on your back and say it's ceremonial.
Well, here's the question: if Carolyn explodes, will she reincarnate for her third time?
Yes.
That
I
would
No,
that
that's
she has one left, and that would be considered a god intervention ability.
so. Yeah,
Still,
you can blow up once. Just stay away from us.
I kind of really love this idea. I'm not gonna lie.
But that's it.
My
Yeah.
only problem is that would make her stronger than Stig.
And honestly, I love that even more.
Have
I
some.
feel
I'm
like
just
that
gonna
shouldn't be
do the staff
floated
now.
until we need a kamikaze attack on something that's hard to.
Give it to Sonya. She could dual wield motor inserter.
That is a fun concept. A Sonya of Fire and Ice.
Oh Jesus!
Another thing I thought would be funny if Keratin wields Sitters that every time she gets hit, she just goes berserk and starts swinging this axe she's not proficient with.
Well, I have a high wisdom. I hopefully succeed.
So that's what you guys. That's what the items do.
Which one is part of the set?
Ashurta's blade. That's in the magic item section.
Well, I guess I'm probably gonna have to claim the chainmail, which will leave a mithril chain mail if anybody wants it.
How does did you, two people get Mithril chain?
No, I thought it was just the one.
It's because it says Sonya has the Mithril chain.
I've been wearing it around for like forever, but
Oh, Sonya. Oh, okay. My bad.
so I guess if you just want to put the mithril chain mail into the bag of holding inventory, and I'll put chain on my character.
It's flame metal chain. I'll change it. I thought I did when I made the item, but so you guys collect your loot. You guys heal. What do you do? Do you head back up?
Let's see if that secret passage opened. That one that's in the floor we saw no switches for.
Okay.
I'll check. I want to check behind the lava falls, see if there's anything behind it.
There's nothing behind it.
Disappointed.
But you guys make your way back, and you do see that the hidden staircase is open.
Where was the hidden staircase? Was it this here? Oh, okay. Do we want to look, or are we so exhausted that we leave it for now?
We can poke our heads in.
If you want, I do have that one spell where I can literally go scout with a illusory form of myself.
Go Scout.
Are you guys on the map?
Yeah. But I will do this. So I can go walking around with another illusory form of myself to check out the opened area.
Okay. Um, as you approach the staircase, even through your illusory self, you can sense the necrotic and death aura emanating from it. And you can actually see the physical manifestation of it, like a dark cloud of coming from these steps.
Because I believe I can do this with it. I will, even though I'm standing next to the group invisible, I will kind of just mouth out. It feels like necrotic energy, death, ominous. I'll see if there's something lurking down there.
Okay. You you go down. It is a long, dark hallway. Even uh, as you walk, as your illusory self walks down this hallway, it lights up in your presence. Sconces illuminate green flame that down the hallway, and you can see what seems to be a massive door, stone door with a ominous looking skull carved into it.
I will walk up and inspect the skull, see if there are any symbols or anything on it, or if it's a unique skull that I may have seen in the book.
You do, as you get closer, you do see piles of skeletal remains further down the hallway and piled on both sides of this door. You don't give me a. You would not know if there's any historical reference to the skull. Right now, it's just a very ominous and deathly looking skull.
Hmm. And there's no symbols or anything anywhere near the skull?
No.
But there are piles or bones in front of.
Yes. This place emanates death.
if I look at the walls on the right and left hand side, does it look like there are holes where something may spray out like gas or anything?
You can give me a investigation or perception check.
I'll go with percept.
You don't see any form of traps that may or may not spring in this chamber.
Okay, the last thing that's got my curiosity. This skull, does it look like its mouth on this wall could either move, or does it look like the eyes go in really deep?
No, as it is somebody carved a skull on this door.
Okay. That is the most I can do because I can't physically interact with things in this form, so I will return. Otherwise, I would have tried opening the door, but that's not going to work like this. All right. There's a large door. There's a skull carved on it. Lots of bones. It almost looks like a bunch of people died at the door, but I could not spot any traps or anything. And you can sense death as you approach the doorsteps, even in that magical form I was in.
After that last fight, maybe we should just go back and rest. We definitely needed all our supers on that last fight. We need to recharge the super weapons.
I agree.
agree.
That's probably the best.
Especially if we're going into some death elemental area. Well, if we're all in agreement, let's head back to the fort.
All right, you guys make your way back up to the fort, weary and tired and exhausted. You eat a warm meal. Well, do you have a warm meal? When you enter, you feel the chilliness of the winter in the through the stones of your fort.
I'd probably have something like room temperature, not cold, but I don't want any heat right now. Mason's just like, is this what you guys feel like every day, just burning and on fire?
I mean, not lately. We've been dealing with a lot of cold.
Maybe it's just me. But not anymore, not with this armor. I will be fine. Dibs first on the tub.
As you all go about your evening to gain a nice rest, we will end it there for this session.